I found this item in a parking lot. The 6 knobs on the right control the smaller knobs on the left and can be secured in the 4 position using a pin. The overall length is 100 millimeters, with a 16-24-60 split among the tip, stem, and knobs. The width measures 32 millimeters with the knobs, 18 millimeters without on the body, 4 millimeters on the stem, and 6 millimeters on the tip. The material appears to be steel, with 1 row of knobs exhibiting a brass color. I am uncertain about the appropriate keywords to use for a Google search. Any ideas what this thing is? This is the Ford Tibby Door Lock Master Decoder Tool. It was inadvertently left behind by an individual who was involved in thefts from vehicles at the mall. This item was found at a flea market. It is a solid oak wooden piece, measuring the width of a palm at its widest point and tapering to a point on both ends. The item weighs approximately 20 pounds and is rigid, unable to be flexed by hand. There are no attachment points, and I can confirm that it is not a bow. Any ideas what this thing is? It is a yoke. This metal thing is relatively heavy for its size. I would estimate it at about 2 pounds. The top half spins freely and has excellent bearings, so it will spin for quite a while when spun. On the bottom is a threaded post, so it must have screwed onto something. There are either wires or maybe just solder that are cut on the bottom. The top half is mostly a copper color and has small pock marks or dents in some places. It has a white cap that is smoothly joined to the rest of it and does not look removable. The bottom is a more gray color with no dents, but it does have circular indents that look like maybe it could have attachments of some sort. Anyone know what this is? It's an old ball motor. You could hang them, try to mount them, and they can do stuff like transmit power to rotary tools and otherwise. They're usually AC brushed motors. I found cast metal tools featuring freely rotating discs and spiked wheels. The item weighs approximately 2 kilograms and measures 14 inches in length. It appears to be quite old, but there are no identifying marks present other than the N01 cast into the handle. Any ideas what this thing is? This is bench grinder wheel dressing tool. I found an unusual object resembling a ruler in my bedroom closet. It is made of wood and approximately the length of my lower leg. One side features a metal latch, while the opposite side has a hole. The kicker is that the measurements get closer together as the numbers go up. I am perplexed about its purpose. Any ideas? Is called a merit hypsometer, used to measure the height of trees at chest height. Used for calculating the value of a stand of trees. You can also measure height with the other scale. It was included in a collection of metals purchased at auction. I am curious if the inscription on the side pertains to a patent, but I haven't been able to locate a match. The diameter is 27 millimeters, with an inner diameter of 25 millimeters, and the height is 17 millimeters. The edge reads PATP 45-044562. Any ideas what this thing is? This is a magic trick, nickels to dimes trick. Take only one cap, put the ring on it. If there is a gap between the end of the cap and ridge of the ring, you can bang it on a table, and it might have an insert with a fake stack of coins there. I bought this item several years ago without knowing its purpose. I was simply drawn to its aesthetic appeal. The central globe component is designed to spin and is weighted at one end, ensuring that it consistently settles with the 10 facing upward. The numbers range from 10 to 130, increasing in increments of 10. The base is made of wood and features a felted bottom. While most of the item is constructed from metal, the globe has a slightly pliable quality at the sides, resembling a thin, embossed aluminum or tin. Its approximate dimensions are 6 1/4 inches in length and 3 1/4 inches in width. What is this? This is a thermometer. Look at the number where it aligns with the convex or upper portion of the plane. That should be the approximate temperature in Fahrenheit. Do not spin it because it would mess with its accuracy. I found in my father-in-law's basement in South Carolina. The item measures approximately 6 inches in length and 1.5 inches in width at its widest point. It seems to be crafted from brass and was housed in a wooden box that features a mirror near the bottom. What is this? It's a microscope. The mirror is to focus a light source through the slide. It is simply a ceramic mug I found at a thrift store, featuring an unusual addition, a smaller basin attached to one side. It did not appear to belong to any set and lacked any inscriptions. Any idea what this is made for? It's for tea bag. Place used tea bag in little cup. Take a swig of tea, the tea bag falls out of cup and slaps you on the forehead. As a child, I found this object and have been uncertain about its purpose ever since. It appears to be slightly heavier than it seems. One side is marked with US 4-inch and features an L within a diamond shape, while the opposite side displays a mark that is difficult to decipher. The object is triangular, measuring 4 inches from the base to the tip, and has 3 holes. Additionally, the text on the back appears to start with MIW. Anyone know what this is? This is an earth anchor, sometimes called an arrowhead anchor. The part that sticks up opposite the point fits into a shaft and it gets driven into the ground. There's usually a steel cable that gets routed through the holes. This object is made of metal and resembles a pen, but it is hollow. Notably, when the attached clamp is swung off, it opens to expose its empty interior. Additionally, it features holes along its sides and has a keychain attached to the top. I have only attempted to identify it using Google Lens, and I am uncertain about other methods to determine its purpose, as there are no markings on it. Any ideas what this thing is? It's seasoning stick, an innovative and efficient method for infusing meat with the flavors of fresh ingredients. Simply fill the stick with herbs and skewer it into the meat prior to cooking. The sticks penetrate deeply into the center of meat and poultry, ensuring that flavors are absorbed thoroughly and evenly during grilling or roasting. Additionally, they can be utilized as a bouquet garni to enhance the flavors of your stews, casseroles, and soups. I found a 1.5-inch metal mechanical object. It no longer moves, but it appears as though it once did. I retrieved it from some cremated remains, although I don't believe it is related to any surgical purpose. The object is metallic and was extracted using a magnet. It seems like it could be pinched closed, but it is currently immobile. Any idea what this is made for? This is Medtronic T2 Stratosphere Corpectomy Implant. It's meant to be expanded in place and locked. Would be located in the spine.